Welcome back to the Cozy Cabin. I am your Cozy Cabin mom, and today we're going to talk about fire cider. It's something that I make every time the seasons change. So from winter to spring, spring to summer, summer to fall, fall to winter, I make this. And kind of how I do it is I start with an apple cider vinegar base. I add some hot peppers, onions, garlic, turmeric, ginger, cinnamon, and peppercorn. Let that ferment for about 3 weeks. And then after that, you strain it out, add honey to taste, usually about 1/4 of a cup, and then drink it for that entire season. It is so packed with immunity and it is so tasty. I can't wait to share this recipe with you. So follow along. Let's start with chopping the onion. I don't know if you know the onion trick, but the onion trick is when you're chopping onions, you put a piece of bread in your mouth and that like absorbs the sulfur, which is what makes you cry. I don't use that trick. I just chop fast, but that is a good trick. Easy. And then add it to our jar. Do a little peely here. The cool thing about all these scrap pieces is that I can put them in the mill overnight. For those of you that don't have a mill, you should get a mill. There's a lot of those like overnight composter. The one I have is called the mill. And it composts it or turns it into chicken food overnight. And the chickens, I can tell you, are obsessed with this. They think that this is the coolest thing since chicken food. So you got turmeric, this is ginger. Well, I have wild ginger that grows in my yard, but it's not big enough to use yet. So I'm waiting to harvest it for a couple more years. Ooh. And ginger is good stuff. I mean, all of these, you can feel them warming the body, like every single one individually. So added together, I mean, just dynamite, you know? Ooh, and I might add a little nutmeg this time. I love nutmeg. And I guess that's like the fun part about cooking, at least for me, is that when I do have a recipe, a lot of times I just kind of start wandering and making stuff on my own and thinking about how flavors might feel together. And that's, I think, the exciting part is that you get to really make things your own and just play and discover and, I don't know, be curious about the world. And I kind of love that. So got the peel off for the most part. And all of these are going to be overnight composted. Let's poke these in. Want this to relinquish as much flavor as it possibly can. Ginger is the best thing when you have an upset tummy too. If you just chew on some ginger, this gets better. Ginger and dill, dynamite combo. Great for tummy aches. 9 cloves garlic. Why 9? Because that's my lucky number. Like every dish, I'm like, you know what this means? Garlic. If you leave the seeds in, it will be so much spicier. So that's totally up to you. I take the seeds out, personally. I'm doing 1 habanero, 1 Fresno, 1 serrano, and then 2 finger hot. I want to say potatoes, but I know that they're not. Peppers. I literally can't. This one I'll rough chop. The habanero I left whole. The serrano I'm just gonna have, but I'm taking all those seeds out. There we go. All this straight to the mill. I'll do about a tablespoon of cinnamon. and a tablespoon of peppercorns. I'm gonna put some cloves in there. I guess about a teaspoon of cloves. All right. And now that we have it all loaded up, we are gonna add our apple cider vinegar. It is raw, unfiltered, and organic, but you can get whatever kind you want. I would get the unfiltered kind though. That's like kind of what you're looking for. And then you're gonna wanna make sure that your whole entire concoction is covered. So just keep pouring until you have gotten over 2 inches over all of your stuff. I know we put a lot of things in here, so just keep pouring, just keep pouring. All right, that was literally perfect. All right, I'm gonna give this a good little stir. I like to put a piece of parchment paper in between the jar and the lid, just to combat corrosion, because we're using apple cider vinegar, which is pretty acidic. So yeah, just go ahead and screw that on, just like that. And store it in a cool, dry place. I'm gonna store it in my basement. And then every day you just kind of give it a good little shake. It's gonna be stored for 3 weeks in your basement. After that, strain it like with a strainer and add honey. And you can add a 1/4 of a cup usually to a batch this size, all the way up to a 1/2 cup or a full cup if it's not feeling sweet enough for you. And then just drink it every day and you will never get sick. It is literally nature's miracle remedy. Thank you so much for joining me here at the Cozy Cabin. I hope that you had so much fun. I know I did, learning how to fortify your body with so many good things for each changing season. I can't wait to see you next time. Please subscribe and follow along so that you never miss part of the journey. And I'll talk to you so soon.